Guys,
Hello.
Monday. We've just done our sprint planning. What's happening this week?
Do you want to go first?
Sure. So the Colouring Pixels Advent DLC will probably be wrapped up this week. I've only got a few more images to work on, so hopefully that'll be wrapped up by midweek. And there'll probably be a lot of Skylight work going on for Skystead stuff, primarily stuff I'll be doing, such as like the bird and hopefully the dinosaur. I've done this up really badly. So that'll probably be the bulk of the Skystead stuff.
And yeah, on Skystead we're going into beta this week, so there's going to be a lot of work into that. So if you did back us on Kickstarter, make sure to check your inboxes, because probably will be a key in there. It's going to be a broken mess, but I'm going to try my best to fix it. I'm going to try. There's a lot of stuff from Laura that needs to be put in. An awful lot. There's like 100 things there. There's so much that I'm struggling.
It's falling apart.
There's Demeter stuff as well. I think Cameron's going to be working on the grappling hook, right?
Yeah.
For like boss battle and stuff. Should be fun.
Okay, so I took a little break from doing the Advent DLC to work on some Skystead stuff. Last stream that I did, I was working on this new bird Skylight, and I got the model pretty much almost there, but I wanted to finish it off today, as it was bugging me a little bit. But yeah, I've actually made a lot more progress on the model. I've changed quite a bit of stuff, as you can see. I've extruded a lot of the wings out, and especially the feathers on the bottom, to make just the silhouette look a bit stronger, and overall it looks a lot nicer. As you can see, I've already put it in Substance Paint, as the UV map has already been unwrapped. I've added all the seams in, and now it's pretty much ready to texture. I did have a little play around with the scaling as well, so we can sort of see how it looks in between our two birds here, which is our chirp and hoot here, and it's nice in between. So hopefully this will look pretty nice in game. And as for now, I'm going to leave it here, and I'm going to get back to Advent DLC, but now it's all ready to be textured. So hopefully at some point this week, this will look nice and vibrant.
Yeah, okay, so today I've been finishing off level 3 mainly, but there was a couple of things I wanted to do. I wanted to get around to starting the grapple and stuff, but level 3 ended up taking quite a lot longer than I thought it would. I'm quite happy with it overall. It's definitely much better than it was before, you know, with all the changes and that Lee's done to the level design, and yeah, now they're all, you know, in the game, and it's definitely a much more fun level, and there's like more to explore and more to do. You can see by the coin counter in the bottom, it's definitely the biggest level so far, and it's definitely had the most change for all the levels that I've worked on at the minute. I'll kind of show off what I was doing. It's just kind of more stuff with these boxes, basically. So you can see here, it's had a bit of change. So before it was kind of just sat like on the top, and you just hit it once and it moved in any direction. It only moved in one direction. Yeah, now you can hit it in any direction, and I've put it in the floor slightly just so, you know, so it doesn't go like against a wall, rather. So yeah, basically if you ever get like stuck, there's an end to it, and you can still get around the back and hit it. Basically, so you don't lock yourself out and miss stuff. Hopefully that makes sense. But yeah, you can hit it either way now, so that's pretty nice. At the minute, you can hit it sideways. Obviously, kind of nothing happens because the wall's here, but we haven't really designed any puzzles yet with it going in multiple directions in mind, but I'm sure that will come at some point. So, you know, it was nice to get that just done, and then it's just there for when we need it. But yeah, you can see basically this. There's another thing here. If I stand on this door, I couldn't on Friday. I couldn't like press it, and then it would go down, and then it would come back. So that's pretty nice now. And then yeah, you basically have to just put the box on it and make it stay in, and yeah, pretty simple puzzle.
So today I've been working on getting all these cooking items in. So we went into beta today, so I just wanted to take a break from the bug fixing and actually like make some progress with the game. And yeah, we've got loads and loads of stuff in, and they're looking really, really nice. At the moment you can walk on top of a lot of them. I'll fix that, but loads more items. We've got some fun stuff as well. So we've got like lava soup and a gravel salad. This is for Tor. We've got these like vials of like extract in the middle. These are used for spicing all of the other meals, which is kind of cool. So you should be able to make any of these things like spicy or sour or something like sour gravel salad or something like that. Yeah, some really good, really cool choices. Laura's done a really good job actually getting these all in and about and stuff. It's just been a matter of actually getting the config in and making it so that you can actually cook them, which you can't at the moment. But that shouldn't take too long. I've also been working on, if I just quickly back out and go into the scene view, adding all of the sort of like the dead objects to the world. So one of the problems we had with the beta build was that people were getting soft locked because one of the bits in tutorial were destroy, I think it's like 5 objects or something like that, but all the objects had been removed. So now I've re-added those, tried to be a bit natural about it, trying to clump together like the various assets and things like that. This is the foresty zone, so there's lots of wood. I tried to keep this a bit sparse up here, and then inside the cave, of course, we've got that working as well. And kind of a little bit sparse up here as well, but fingers crossed we can get a couple more of these assets in, but it's not quite important for this at the moment. It's just as long as there's something there.
Different task today that wasn't sort of originally planned, but was to get the Skystead Ranch Switch store pages ready. So most of these are now pretty much done. I'll say most of them are all done, apart from we need some screenshots for all of them because there's no build yet, and we need the data for how large the actual game file is. So those are the only 2 bits that are missing from all of those, but everything else is filled out. So that includes the all the actual assets here. There wasn't much to do for most of them, like most of the languages. So for example, Chinese, Korean, Japanese, all it requires is this sort of asset for the store page. But when it comes to the European languages, for some reason it requires all these different JPEGs. It must be in the capitalized JPG, not .jpg as well, which does some funkiness with the Switch upload. But I've made all the different asset sizes, got them all uploaded, everything's ready to go for that. Again, just waiting for those last 2 bits of information, the screenshots and the file size. Other than that, been messaging all the Kickstarters from the pet tiers and above. Just giving them their Steam keys because obviously it's beta access week. So we've got halfway through that and then run out of keys, so we'll have to redeem some more keys. But everybody has been messaged. If you are a Kickstarter from the pet tiers or above, make sure you check your Kickstarter inbox and see if you've got your keys. I might have missed 1 or 2, hopefully not, but if I have, just reach out on Discord or message us through to Kickstarter and we'll make sure you get your keys that you need.
Okay, so it's actually been quite a busy few days regarding our new Skylet, which is now cutely named Quill because of all its little feathers and quills off the top of the head here. And so essentially there's been a lot of process going on with the sort of colour scheme of the Skylet, which was I originally drew, which was a sort of pinky red and yellow, which didn't really match the jungle theme. The guys wanted a bit of a recolour, so I made this sort of sheet of different sort of palettes here. And a lot of these were pretty nice, but the guys definitely leaned towards, I think it was this one, and I think it was this bottom left one here, maybe, or the green one. But what Rob suggested was that he thinks the wings being a different colour to the overall body was a bit too much in terms of like, so you can see here the yellow wings compared to the purple body. I quite liked it, but I can sort of see what he means here with a sort of nice overall palette here. So I did redraw this left one here because I quite like the orange one, but in the end we actually decided to go with the green one. And it was Lee's suggestion to add a sort of multicolored leaves to make it more parrot-esque. And I think that worked out a lot better. But then he also suggested making the wings the same process, and I've also added in these sort of leaf lines as well. And overall, even though these are definitely different colour from the body, I think going this matching the leaves definitely works out and brings the design together a lot better. So as you can see, I've pretty much already textured the Skylet here. I'm sort of in the process of doing the leaves. The wings were quite difficult as the mirror wouldn't work, so I essentially had to hand draw it, but I've definitely lined it up perfectly, so everything should be good. And as I said, I'm just doing the leaves now, adding in these sort of lines. Rob was a bit worried that it'd be a bit too much, but I think I've made it work within the texture. It's quite subtle. You can see I've finished the bottom ones here. And the process I'm doing is essentially drawing them in with a black marker. I'll say a black marker, it's not a black marker. The black paintbrush tool. And then I'm going to go into here, add a filter. And I'm going to add a blur. We're going to bring that down to 0.2. So it makes it quite subtle. Maybe a bit less for that one. 0.1. Yep, that's cool. And then we add it into overlay. And then we bring it down to about 80. and that sort of gives a nice subtle effect. It's not too dominating on the overall design. So I'm going to get all these leaves done here and mask out these bits on the body and then do the head, and hopefully that'll be the texturing done, and then I'll go over it and do the shiny, and then we'll get this cute little bird rigged.
Okay, so it's Christmas at ToastieLabs now. We went to the shop, we've got lots of decorations. Lee's getting them out of his bag now. We've got a balloon tree I'm going to put up, spray snow. We've got all the stuff out from the cupboard as well. We've got lots of cool new things. It's going to be a blast putting it together. And we've got a real life Christmas tree for the first time ever. So yeah, let's get it together. Where did you get that from?
Yeah, okay, so today and yesterday as well, kind of been doing just getting all the changes into level 4 that we wanted. So you can see all the level panning there, and there's a few like kind of different puzzles. The biggest one is that we reworked the mirror reflection puzzle. So before I was kind of a little bit lazy with it, and yeah, I just had like a bunch of cylinders going around, and it was probably not a good way to do it. So I've done it kind of properly now, so I don't know why you have to wait a little bit there, but yeah, basically that raycasts and then it'll do the thing, and it detects if it hits this and it'll open that door. You might saw there when I accidentally hit this enemy. I've done a few like small things as well, small changes. One of them was that I just made that slightly transparent when he's stunned, basically because Lee said it looked like he was gonna explode. So yeah, I kind of wanted to just do something maybe a bit different than what the hurt material looks like.
Yeah, not much to show from me today. I've basically been trying to get it, Skystead Ranch to be working on Switch. Having a lot of issues with that actually. We managed to get the plugin and things working quite well, but yeah, there's a lot of issues with the file system that's basically causing it to crash and load. But it's stuff I've dealt with before. We'll get there. Yeah, I just wanted to quickly show off the office, the tree. Cameron did a really good job putting that together, and we got the little toasty decoration. That's my attempt at a balloon tree. Work in progress. It just knackered me because it says it's like step 1, blow up 10 balloons and tie them together. So that's going to take a while. But yeah, we've got the lights back up. Jack had a lot of fun doing that. Yeah, it's looking really, really nice in here.
So one of the side tasks for today was just to get the supercut, the next long form vlog, edited together and ready to be uploaded, because that's scheduled for this weekend. And yeah, it's already Thursday, so we need time for us to upload it as well, which we'll be doing tomorrow. But yeah, you can see here, if you go to the very end of the clip, it says it's just under 10 hours long, which is sort of the target we go for the long videos. And then yeah, set to export and continue just making exceed levels whilst I was waiting for that to export, because it was estimated taking 30 to 40 minutes. And then I just double checked, and it looks like it's exported without any issues. It has added 35 seconds. It's a very large video, obviously 65 gigs. And yeah, double checking as well. I have to quickly scan through the video. Sort of works. Normally we have issues towards the very end, so I'm checking at the very end. See there, it does go all the way to the end of the video. Matches up with the edit as well. It actually finishes properly, which is good, because the last couple have cut off at the end. Sort of had sort of compiling errors, but this one's went without any problems, so kind of suspicious, but hopefully it's fine. And we'll get it uploaded, and fingers crossed I'll be ready for Saturday.
Yes, it's been a long and stressful day, but I finally managed to get it working on Switch, which is really, really good. There were a lot of issues, lots to do with saving and loading. There were some issues with the plugin that we were using. There was an infinite loop which I got caught in for a while, which just caused a memory leak that caused it to just randomly crash. A whole load of things, but I finally managed to get it done. It does have a lot of issues. We kind of anticipated it though. The FPS is just atrocious. It is something that we were kind of aware of, like saying that we would do Switch, but I've had some thought about how we can go about fixing that, but not for today. I just need to get things working with the debug camera that we've got, so we can get some nice looking screenshots.
Hello, today I worked on one of the interactive music floors. I did make another one in darker wood, and when you step on it, it should play a sound, and it should change the sound and the color of the note. And then I was working for a little bit on this blur for like 2 days. It was a really great challenge to make a hole for the symbol because of the pattern of the floor. It was quite complex. The boolean didn't work, so I had to make a hole. I had to like cut the hole. It was quite hard, but it works in the end, and it's gonna be shiny when you step on it and cute.
Yeah, okay, so a couple of things for me today, mainly to do with this level again, level 4. So it was just kind of getting this finished off, so you can see there's things like the water and stuff in now, and yeah, not too much has changed, but you can see basically all the coins in that have been placed, so there's this is all playable now. This level is entirely playable from start to finish. The other thing was the grapple. It's actually working now. So yesterday I just kind of put this pink line on the screen, but it's actually a grapple now, so you can see, yeah, it'll like pull things towards you, and I think it's quite nice actually. There's obviously some things we could do to, you know, tidy it up, I guess, when we've got the art and stuff in, and obviously it's just like a square line at the minute, maybe actually making it like a rope or something and just giving it a proper nice animation.
Okay, so the Nintendo Switch build is coming along. I'm making progress on it. I have dealt with a couple more crashes. That's I think to do with the graphics memory. It's using too much or whatever, so I've simplified all the textures and things like that. Most of the things you can't actually tell. The UI stuff has been reduced, but I'm not sure if you can really see, but it's really blurry anyway. Yeah, you can see though, it's not doing great. That's just because the FPS is running so slow. So we're getting like 4 frames a second, which is not enough. We need to be hitting at least 30 on Switch. So there's going to be more work to do on that. But I think the plan is going forward that basically we've got screenshots that we're using for Steam and Epic and things like that. I think we're just going to resize them and like crop them and stuff to make sure that they are good enough for the Switch store page and use that instead. Just because like actually like it does, you can move around and things with this, but it's going to take us so long to actually get screenshots in this build. But I'll keep working on it, and we'll see an improvement for sure. But yeah, there's a lot to do.
Yeah, okay, so today I've actually been working on the boss. I wanted to start it, well, yesterday, but level 4 ended up taking a lot longer. But yeah, I got a really decent chunk of it done today. You can see this here now. So the first thing is it's going to jump in the air, and then it sends out this kind of wave, and yeah, and then that can damage you if you don't jump over it. So that was a bit difficult to do because I don't know a way to have triggers in Unity with like holes in the middle. So having like a ring collider I wasn't really sure how to do that with a trigger. It works when it's not a trigger, but so I ended up putting another trigger in the middle of it, and then if I was inside that one, it would disable the damage. And yeah, that's how I ended up figuring that out. But basically, the idea is this big shield here is powered by all of these different generators. There's going to be 4. There's only 3 at the minute because this one's going to be a jumping puzzle, and that usually takes quite a while to set up. So I've just been working with the 3 here until I get kind of the core mechanics for the boss down. But yeah, they're kind of just all the puzzles that we've got that you've been learning from the previous levels. So you can see this one's the light out puzzle, and then yeah, basically when you solve it, it'll destroy the generator. I mean, it just disappears at the minute, but we will make it look nice at some point and add like a animation or something to show it exploding or whatever. And then this one's the box puzzle, so you just have to hit it onto the switch, and then that'll do that. I'm not really sure how we're going to approach this if you undo it. I just made it kind of come back, but it looks slightly weird, so I don't know. Or if you just stand on this, there's if it destroys it straight away, there's kind of no reason to hit this box onto it. You could just stand on it, so yeah, I don't know how we're going to deal with that, but for now, it's working anyway. And then this one's the light out puzzle. This is what I'm currently on fixing. It's invisible at the minute. It's just another one of these. I'm just trying to make this, because essentially it works the other way around, whereas every other puzzle like this, we want to activate something if it's completed. This one we want to deactivate it if it's completed. So yeah, I'm kind of like halfway on trying to sort that out, but basically the idea would be like, okay, you destroy these and then you basically hit these and block the beam from going onto the generator, and then yeah, and it appears. It should do that the other way around, but and that's pretty much it for the boss. Basically, when you've destroyed all of the generators, the shield would go down, and then it's gonna start using the grapple on you. And this is basically where you'd unlock the grapple. You've kind of got it at the minute, but it just it's going to be disabled until you defeat this enemy.
So most of the day is still dedicated to making Hexseed levels, sort of getting on top of that task there. After this bunch of 10 that I've just finished here, there's only the last set of large levels left to go, and then there's onto the small levels, so it feels like making some good progress with that. But other than that, there's been some other tasks that have been important to get done today. So in terms of the Nintendo side of stuff, what you can see here is they've all been submitted to Nintendo now with the resized screenshots and the estimated ROM size, which is why I've been converting gigabytes to megabytes just to make sure I was getting it right. And yeah, on that, just been some announcements. So over on Discord here, announcing the next Hexseed DLC. That's the announcement's out now because the DLC is coming out in a couple of weeks' time. And as well as that, getting the supercut uploaded and ready to go with new square thumbnails and stuff. So if you want to watch all the vlogs in a long form, head over to the channel. There'll be a long video for you to watch as well.
Okay, so I've been quite busy working on Fjord, which is our next Skylet, sort of Arctic and Viking themed. I'm really happy with the 2D design here. Lots of sort of Nordic and Viking runes on it, except for these designs here, which Lee pointed out are the female gender symbol. I did not realise that at all when I was drawing it, so I've completely changed those. And you can see I've actually made quite a lot of progress on the model, which is pretty much done now. I've been texturing as well. And overall, it's pretty close to the sort of 2D design. The only thing I've really changed is the head sculpt, because I wanted to make it a bit more of a sort of a 90-degree angle just so the eyes can sit happily on the head there. And overall, I'm pretty happy with this. I worked a lot on the shading, which you can't really see here. If we go on the base color, you can see there's a lot of shadows that I've manually painted in, a lot of gradients. So hopefully this will look really nice in game.
Today, I was working on a Snarl plushie. Sometimes when I make plushies, I make them from scratch so that they're a little bit different from the original versions of them. Well, the Skylets. But sometimes I take what Jack has made and I decimate it or simplify it a little bit. I shortened Snarl's snoot or nose. And I removed his teeth, but it gave him less teeth, but I don't know. I think of plushies as like little baby versions of Skylets, like simpler. I mean, Skylets are cute, but little simplified versions of them. But Snarl is quite complicated, so I used Jack's wings and the head.
This baubles reflecting light through it, like my find it in my eyes.
Lee, it's Friday.
Recording over here just because we've got a tree, so enjoy looking at the tree. But yeah, same as past couple of weeks, we're getting towards the end of the year. We've got Advent books coming out as of today for this video, for both Colouring Pixels and Voodoo, so head over to the store page and pick them up. They'll be opening up on Sunday, I think it's the 1st of December. You'll be able to play one a day, so make sure you get them now and ready for December. And then other than that, we only have one more DLC for the rest of the year, and that is the final Hexseed DLC for Year 4. That store page is live now as well, so you can wishlist that or buy the Year 4 pass. And other than that, as the board says, wishlist Skystead Ranch, because we're
That's
making more work on
acceptable.
that. And yeah, it's getting close to release. I know it's getting stressed, so wishlist it. That'll help us lots.